they're solid. They're not like a rolling pin that like moves across the cylinder. It's got a steel core with a rubber coating on the outside of it. Okay. You'll notice in some of the parts of the studio there are some other rollers that are wrapped in plastic that have wooden handles. You do not want to use those. Okay, it has to have a rubber on the outside. Those are for traditional stone lithography, and they're actually stored in ink, and it's black ink. So if you hit this pink with the dryer in it, there's no solvent that can take it out. You physically have to take the roller and a big knife and scrape all the ink out of it. And it was invented in the 18th and 19th century, so that is the only way to do it. So, rubber and steel, right? Not Ben Franklin's wooden roller. What kind of roller are you going to get?
Rubber and steel.
Terrific. Okay, so I'm going to put it on the I'm going to put it down on the glass. I'm going to hold on to it like a bicycle. I'm going to push it through the ink. I'm going to pull it back. I'm going to pick it up and give it a little quarter spin, so that I get ink around the entire circumference of the roller. I'm going to do this until I produce a nice even patch of ink. Left to right, corner to corner. It's one nice even ink square. You'll notice that I'm staying off the tape of the glass palette. I'm trying to minimize the amount of surface area that I'm rolling with this, because at the end of the day, I gotta clean it all up. I'm listening to hear that suction. You can hear the suction. And I'm looking to achieve a slight pebbly texture to the surface. It looks like vinyl. Right? You can see through that ink because it's kind of transparent, but it's got a nice kind of texture to it. A little light on one corner, but it's going to be great. So with my patented sponging technique, I can hold the roller now like an ice cream cone. I can tap twice on the sponge, the waking sponge, and then I can dampen the plate. So I have to dampen the plate before I can actually roll on the plate. So I'll go around the perimeter of the plate, going slightly over the edge, and then I'll overlap, zigzagging left to right, top to bottom. And I'll do this about 3 or 4 times until I have a nice even meniscus water over the whole plate. And then I move the sponge out of the way, and I roll it once, twice, and you can start to hear it picking up. I stop, I collect more ink from the glass, tap the sponge.
So that's not going to wax really well.
No ma'am. So the grease will go right to where the emulsion is, but not on any, as long as the plate is damp, it'll stay off of the non-image areas. And this will build up very slowly, and that's what you want. If it rolls up too quickly, your plate will fill in and will go completely solid. So I'm going slowly, and I'm rolling it 4 times every time I go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'll dampen it, and I'll do it again. You're probably going to, the first time that you have to do this, the first time you go to roll it up, it's probably going to take about, I don't know, 24, 30 rolls, something like that, to get even. And then I'll make an impression and proof it to check it. So that was like 6.
You said it takes about 20 to 30.
Yeah, 20 to 30 to get it to roll. Some forms roll it faster. You know, if it's smaller, it'll probably roll up a lot faster than this one, which is bigger. Somewhere around there. If I get too much water on it, the roller just hydroplanes and just doesn't stick.
So you want it alternating between going like horizontally?
Yep.
vertically.
You can go in a couple of different directions. So if you're